Hi, I'm Sarah Zuber with Verve Counseling. I'm a mental health therapist in Portland, Oregon, and I'm making this video today on gratitude as another tool to deal with uncertainty, these uncertain times, anxiety, or whatever mood puts us in this uncertain time. Right now, in this moment, the election is on sort of a pause, the presidential election, the counting of ballots, so we're in a really uncertain time. And in the middle of a pandemic. Anyway, gratitude. Um, and it's also November. That's another timely reason that we're talking about gratitude and Thanksgiving. So let me share a PowerPoint and I'll talk a little bit more about some research, the what and the why and the how of gratitude. Here we go. Okay, gratitude. So there's actually quite a substantial body of research around gratitude, and one definition I thought was helpful actually comes from a paper published in the Journal of Psychiatry in 2010 by Sansone and Sansone. More than like a Webster dictionary definition, it just didn't feel as robust. So Sansone and Sansone define gratitude as the appreciation of what is valuable and meaningful to oneself. It is a general state of thankfulness and or appreciation. I thought that was a lovely way to define gratitude. As far as research, what we know in research is that gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with greater happiness. It helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve your health, both physical and mental, helps deal with adversity, cope with adversity, and also it builds strong relationships. So that is the what and the why. Let's see, I'll hear this lovely quote. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. There are many assessments. This is a validated assessment measurement tool of gratitude, resentment, and appreciation, GRAT. There's a 44-item assessment. I'm doing the 16 with you today. If you're interested in doing a self-assessment of your own gratitude, go ahead and grab a paper. Pause this video if you need to. Go grab a paper. You're going to number it 1 through 16. And every statement you will rate on this Likert scale 1 to 9. So 1 being strongly disagree, 9 being strongly agree, 5 being neutral. So first statement, 1, I couldn't have gotten where I am today without the help of many people. Do you strongly disagree, somewhat disagree, neutral, somewhat agree, strongly agree? Write down 1 through 9. Number 2, life has been good to me. Number 3, there never seems to be enough to go around and I never seem to get my share. With this one, I want you to reverse rate it. So if you somewhat disagree with that, you would put a 7, not a 3, a 7. Number 4, oftentimes I've been overwhelmed at the beauty of nature. So if you strongly agree, it would be 9. Number 5, although I think it's important to feel good about your accomplishments, I think it's also important to remember how others have contributed to my accomplishments. 9 if you strongly agree. Number 6, I really don't think that I've gotten all the good things I deserve in life. This is one of those reverse scoring. So if you somewhat agree, don't put 7, put 3. Back to regular scoring. Every fall, I really enjoy watching the leaves change colors. 8, although I basically think I'm in control of my life, I can't help but think about all those who have supported me and helped me along the way. 9, I think that it's important to stop and smell the roses. 10, more bad things have happened to me in my life than I deserve. This is a reverse rating. So if you give it a 2, like somewhere between strongly disagree and somewhere disagree, write down 8. This is also reverse scoring. Because of what I've gone through in my life, I really feel like the world owes me something. Write down the reverse score. Back to regular scoring. I think it's in 12. I think it's important to pause often to count my blessings. 13, I think it's important to enjoy the simple things in life. 14, I feel deeply appreciative for the things others have done for me in my life. 15, for some reason, I don't think I get the advantages that others get. This is a reverse scoring one. So if you strongly disagree, put 9. Back to the regular scoring. 16, I think it's important to appreciate each day that you are alive. Okay, so scoring. If you didn't already, go back to items 3, 6, 10, 11, and 15 and reverse the scores. The following items form the lack of a sense of deprivation factor, 2, 3, 6, 10, 11, and 15. So add your answers for each of those items up, and it's out of a possible 54. The following items form the simple appreciation factor, 4, 7, 9, 12, 13, and 16. Add those up out of a possible 54 again. And then finally, the following items form the appreciation for others factor, 1, 5, 8, and 14. Add those items up out of a total score of 36. And then all together for one composite score, it's out of a possible 144. So that would be the most grateful person on the planet. I don't know if anybody scores that. The thing is with this assessment, I should have said this on the front end, you just need to be honest with yourself. This is not anything you need to share with anyone or what you think you should feel or whether you should agree or disagree. It's where are you now? Where you are now doesn't have to be the end point. You are capable of change if you want. So keep that baseline score if you're interested. I like these factors because if you break it down into those 3 factors, lack of a sense of deprivation, simple appreciation for others, it highlights where you're strongest, as well as if you wanted to put your attention somewhere where you might want to improve. Okay, so with this, now what? How do we cultivate gratitude? There are many strategies to do this. The bottom line for all of these is how do I make myself think about it more? How do you bring it more front of mind? Something you put your attention on more will grow. Wherever you put your attention grows. We as humans tend to overfocus on negative and dismiss positive, creating an imbalance in the way we view our worlds. And what we focus on grows. For whatever reason, sometimes we focus on the negative things and give it a lot of weight and then dismiss things that are positive or that we're good at or that come easily for us as not as important as the things that we're not good at or the things that we're lacking. So cultivating gratitude brings more balance into our positive and our negative view of the world. Here's some ideas. Write a thank you note to someone. That could be a card, a thank you card, short thank you card. It could be a letter, could be an email, could even just be a text. Hey, thank you for doing XYZ today. I really appreciate it. Think about someone for whom you're grateful. Just put your attention on them. Pause for a moment and let yourself feel grateful for someone. Keep a gratitude journal. Some people put a little journal on their nightstand, and at the end of every day, as part of their sort of nighttime routine, write down 1 or 2 things that went well that day or that you're grateful for, and keep it as an ongoing list. And then you can go back on a bad day and read through the things that you're grateful for and realize how good your life has been and can be. If you have children, you might incorporate this into your bedtime routine, like having your kids say the hardest part of their day and the best part of their day. So you're teaching them, you're modeling for them how to be grateful. You could do this with your partner. Before you get out of bed in the morning, think of 3 things for which you are grateful. This is particularly good for if you're struggling with depression and anxiety, setting the tone for the day with an attitude of gratitude. Meditate on gratitude. There is a video that was shared with me many years ago that continues to be powerful to me. I will link that. Practice saying thank you in a sincere and meaningful way. In other words, instead of just saying thanks, which is great, practice pausing for a moment, eye contact. Thank you for doing that thing. I appreciate it. If religious, pray about your gratitude. Okay, one more quote. It's a funny thing about life. Once you begin to take note of the things you're grateful for, you begin to lose sight of the things that you lack. So all of these things, like looking up quotes, reminders, that's ways to remind yourself to have an attitude of gratitude. I said that twice now, and I don't really like that phrase. I'm gonna stop share. And the thing I'm gonna end with today, there's this wonderful book that I just rediscovered on my own bookshelf called Ode to Common Things by Pablo Neruda. And I'm gonna hold it up, and I feel like I need to explain why it's so rough. This book has sentimental meaning to me. When it was given to me is sentimental, and the reason it's destroyed is sentimental. So that is why I keep it. The one I'm going to read today is Ode to the Plate. All of these things are like basically gratitudes about appreciating all of the just normal common items that we have, spoons and socks and scissors. This one is Ode to a Plate. Ode to the Plate. Plate, world's most vital disk, planet and planetarium. At noon, when the sun itself a plate of fire crowns the height of day, your stars appear, plate, upon the tables of the world, constellations in abundance, and the world fills with food, and the universe fills with fragrance, until work reclaims the workers, and once again the dining car is empty, while the plates return to the depths of the kitchen. Smooth, perfect vessel, you were spawned by a spring on a stone. Then the human hand duplicated that perfect hollow, and the potter copied its freshness, so that time with its thread could insert it forever between every man and his life. 1 plate, 2 plates, 3. Ceramic hope, sacred bowl, moonlight precise within its halo, rounded beauty of a diadem. All right, well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.